up to level 2 minus 300, which is about a foot, and then click out, and there it is. If the level line moves, so does the column. So columns and beams and joists are very much integrated, tied into level lines as well as grid lines. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. Okay, so we're only talking vertical columns at this point. And now let's maybe make some more levels. Let's go to our south view. Okay, let's make some more levels. So we'll go okay, structure, we'll say levels. And we're going to say make a floor plan while we're at it. And what type of level do we want? Plan view types. Let's just make a structural. Take these guys off. So it'll sit inside of here. Okay, we learned that before. A floor plan is an architectural. It'll create a new folder over here. Okay, so now we're making levels. So we say okay, and it's making floor plans. You can watch over here as we go. Okay, that's good enough. Let's go back to our level 1. Okay, let's draw a column. And let's say, okay, well, we're on level 1. Depth isn't going to work. We want to go up from there. So we'll say height. We want it vertical. Don't forget to glance over here. And we're going to go height up to level 4. Notice we can't say with a vertical offset of level 4 plus 300 or something. We can do that with walls. We can place the vertical offset of the top and bottom as we place it with a wall, but not with a column. Columns are a little more tight in letting you input the information as you place it. It does give you the option after you place it. Okay, so we pick over here, pick a column, maybe pick a different type, and it's going to keep the same properties. Up here, boom. Okay, go to my south, or let's try north elevation for a change. There we go. There's my 2 columns that going from level 1 with the height up to level 4. And again, we can put plus or minus inside of here. And that way, those guys are going to show up on my level 3, but the other ones won't because they're not being cut. Right? You're not seeing those other columns over here because if we go to our south elevation, they're down here. Okay, those guys, when you go up to this floor plan over here and you cut through here, okay, in this floor plan, you won't see any of these guys because this floor plan doesn't look below that. If you go to level 4 and you open it up and you go to the properties, you'll see down here it'll actually say the view level 4 is tied to, if I click out, I'm just looking, it should say, there it is, view name level 4. It's grayed out. It's acting funny. You see, it says associated level is level 4. So if you open up a view like say level 3 and you pick in here to make this your current view and you scroll down, you'll see that it is associated to level 3. So the view level 3 is associated to level 3. I hate when it does that. Okay, which is why when you place the column, okay, it doesn't even say your level over here. You have to look over here and look at your view and say, okay, I'm in level 3. Level 3 is the view level 3, which is associated to the level 3. So I'm going either up or down from that level. That's the whole thing at this point. You have to make sure you're in the right view, and that view is associated to the right level. I'm going to show you again, modify. If I open up level 2 and I pick in here and I scroll down, you'll see the view level 2 is associated to the level 2. That should stand to reason, but it doesn't have to be that way, and you should check that. So that means that when, for instance, we go to level 3 and we draw a column or a beam or a wall or a door or anything, it's going to start off on level 3, which is the level associated to this view. So column, we're on level 3. We don't have a choice with that. Are we going up or are we going down? That's your choice, up or down. We're going to say, okay, down from level 3, and I can say down to level 1. But I cannot say level 1 with a vertical offset or whatever. You can't put any offsets in at the beginning. So I'm just going to go over to the right, and let's go back to our steel column. Let's go to a big one. And then boom, we place this guy in there. Okay, it's on level 3, going down to level 1. Let's go to our south elevation. Okay, there it is. Going from level 3 down to level 1. Notice there's no grips to stretch them. Okay, in a lot of Revit objects, there's these shape handles and grips. If you go to a level 2 and you draw, doesn't matter. If you draw a wall, okay, escape. After the fact, you'll see the wall. You can grab the grips and stretch it. If you draw a beam, okay, escape, change to be more fine detail, you can stretch the beam, okay, with these little grips. But you don't get that same luxury with the south elevation or with columns. You can't pick on here and just stretch it. Okay, you can attach it if you happen to have a beam up above. Let's go up to our level 4. Okay, you can, let's draw a grid line just so we know where the center is. Escape. If you were to draw a beam way up here on the 4th level, and then go to a south elevation, you can grab this column and you can say attach the top to this beam, and it'll attach it up. Okay, we'll talk about attaching and stuff later. But for the most part, and that will move with this, is this guy, once you place it, it's going from level 1 to level 4. And then you can go in and change these numbers to be whatever you want. Minus 1,000, plus 1,000. And it'll change that one column to be plus and minus 1,000. But you're not going to get those nice handy little grips where you can pick on the end of it. That's a dimension going this way. You can't grab and stretch and grip them. So columns can be attached to a beam, and then if the beam moves, the column will move with it. Okay, and the beam's talking to the level. Okay, and you can offset the column above and below, but you're not going to get that grip effect that you get when you go, for instance, to here and you pick on this beam. Let's change again to be fine detail. If I pick on this beam, I can grab this and I can stretch it, and I can change the vertical offset and it'll slope it. Okay. Similarly at this end, I can grab that grip and I can stretch it. Okay. Same as with a wall. Where was that wall? Level 1. There it is there. If you grab the wall, not only can you stretch it, you can pull it all around. Okay. Columns, unfortunately, don't get that same effect. You can't grip and stretch it. So just a very kind of basic lesson on columns and placing them, vertical columns.